Hi everyone, welcome back to the Laravel 8 tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn about Livewire CRUD. So let's see how can we perform CRUD operation in Livewire. So first of all, let's create a new model. So switch to the command prompt and for creating the model, just type here the command php artisan make model space model name. Let's say model name is just student and also create the migration. So just write here -m. Now switch to the project and just go inside the database directory, then migration, and from here just open create a student table migration. Okay, inside this migration, let's create some columns. So for that, just write here $table and data type, let's say string, and column name. Let's say column name is first name. Alright, now just copy this and paste here 3 times. Now change the column last name and email and phone number. Phone. Alright, now save this file and now just copy this table name and just go inside the student model. So just click on app models student and here let's add the table name. So just write here protected $table is equal to student, and also add here the fillable. So just write here protected $fillable and just create an array, and inside this array just write here the column name. Okay, so first name, another column which is last name, email, and last one is phone. Alright, now save this file and let's migrate this migration. Alright, so switch to the command prompt and just type here the command php artisan migrate. Now press enter. Alright, migration complete. Let's see the table. So just go to the php myadmin and from here just open the database which is LivewireDB. Now you can see here the students table. So just click on browse. Alright. Now let's insert some dummy records. So for that, let's create a factory. So just write here php artisan make factory. Space factory name. Let's say factory name is student factory. Alright. Now press enter. Factory created. Now switch to the project and just open the factory student factory. So just go inside the database factories and just open student factory. Inside this return array, just write here first name arrow $this arrow picture and just call here first name. Alright, and now just copy this and paste here last name and here email ID. So just write here email and email and phone and here phone number. Alright, now save this file and just go inside the seeders. Just open database seeder and inside this just copy this line and paste here. Now change the model student and let's create 10 records. So just write here 10. Alright, now save this file. Now let's run this seeder. So just inside the command prompt just type here php artisan db seed. and now press enter. Database seeding completed. Just refresh the table, and here you can see the 10 records. Alright, now let's create a Livewire component. Okay, so switch to the command prompt, and for creating the Livewire component, just write here php artisan make Livewire space component name. Let's say component name is students. Now press enter. Component created. Now switch to the project, and just go inside the student component class file. So just click on app http livewire and just open the students.php file. And inside this component file, let's fetch these all records. Alright, so for that, just write here inside this render method $students is equal to model name student, and also add here the student model path. Alright, like this. And now just write here colon order by, and add here the column name, let's say ID, and I'm just going to retrieve the record in descending order, so I'll just write here EESC, and now just call the get function. Right, now inside this view, just pass here this student. So in second parameter, just add here an array, and inside this array just write here students arrow $student. Alright, this one. Now save this file, and now go to the students component view file. So just click on resources directory, then views, then livewire, and just open students.get.php file. Alright, inside this file, let's create a table for displaying the records. Alright, I have already created the layout file. You can see here inside the layouts folder, this is the app.blade.php file. Alright, and I have already added the bootstrap CDN. Okay, and also the livewire styles, slot, and livewire script. Alright, now inside this student.blade.php file, first of all add the section. So just write here section, and then container, row, and now just add the card, then card header, and inside this header just write here st tag all students, and now card body, and inside this card body, let's add the table. So just write here table class is equal to table, and table dash strip, this one. Alright, then head, and just add here the heading inside the tr, th, first one is first name, then last name, email, and last one is phone. Alright, now add the body, and inside this just add the for each directive at the rate for each $students as $student, and inside this for each just add here the tr tag, then td 4 times, just add a double curly bracket $student arrow first name. Now just copy this and paste here, also here and here. Now change the column last name, and here email id, email, and here phone. All right. Now let's create the route for this students component. So just go inside the routes directory. So just click on routes and just open web.php. And inside this, let's create the route. Just write here route get and add the URI. Let's say URI is students, and then component class name, which is students. All right. And also add here the path of the component student component class file. All right. And now colon class. Now save this file. All right. Now let's check this. So first of all, run the application. So just write here php artisan serve. Now switch to the browser and just go to the URL localhost 8000 / students. And here you can see the records. What is the column length? It's students blade. And alright, just add here the column. So just from here to here, just cut this and add here the column empty12. And now just paste here. Now save this file and refresh the page. Alright, now looking good. Now let's create a component view file for creating the new student. Okay, so inside this Livewire directory, resources, views, and Livewire directory, let's create a new file, component view file, and file name is create.blade.php. All right, and inside this file, let's add here the bootstrap model. So for that, just go to the getbootstrap.com. And now just click on get started, and inside this search box just search here model. Now just click on this link, and from here just copy this model. Okay, so just click on this link and just go inside this create.blade.php file, and here just paste here. All right. Now just add here the title. The title is ID is add student model. All right. Now just copy this ID and paste here. All right. Now just to remove this, just cut this button from here. And just go inside the students.blade.php file, and inside this card header just paste here. All right, now change the text here, add new student, all right. ID name is model. Okay, now save this file, and now inside this students.blade.php file, let's include this create component view file. So for that, just write here after this div @ include, and inside this just add here the livewire dot view name, which is create. So just write here create. All right, now save this file. Now let's check this model. So switch to the browser and just refresh the page. And here you can see the button uh, inside this card header. Just cut this button and paste inside this h3 tag. Alright, now save this file and refresh the page. Alright, now just click on this add new student and here you can see the model. Alright, now inside this model let's add the form and some input field for the first name, last name, email and phone number. Okay, so let's go inside this view file and first of all change the title here. So just write here add new student and inside this body let's create the form. So just write here form and inside this form add the input text field for the first name. So just write here form group, then label for first name and add here the text first name, then input type is equal to text and name first name. Also add the class form dash control. Alright, and now just copy this and paste here 3 times. Now change here the name, just add here the last name and also change here last name, email and here email and just add here the phone and here also phone. Alright, and now after this just add here the submit. I have already added this button, so there is no need for submit button. Now let's check this. So just save this file and refresh the page and just click on add new student. Alright, okay, now here just change the text add a student. Alright, now just go inside the students component class file and let's create the property. So for that just write here public property name first name and now just copy this and here last name, email and phone. Alright, now let's bind this property with this input field. So for that just write here wire colon model and add here the property name which is first name. Now just copy this and paste inside this last name and email and phone number. Now change the text last name, email and here phone number, phone. Alright, now inside this students.php file let's create a function. First function for the reset all the input field. So just write here public function and the function name reset input fields and inside this just reset all the field. So write here this arrow first name and just put here the blank. Alright, now just copy this and paste here. This is the for last name, and here email, and now phone. Okay, now let's create the function for storing the record. So just write here public function, function name is store, and inside this first validate the record. So just write here validated data is equal to $this arrow validate, and inside this just pass here the field name. Okay, so just field is first name, and just add here the validation required. Now just copy this, and here last name required email, and just add here email, and for the phone required. Alright, and after this validation just add here the model name is student. Alright, then colon call the create function, and inside this create just pass this one. Alright, and after this just add here session, and inside this session just call the flash, and here add the key message, and now just add here the message the student created successfully. Alright, and after this just call this reset input fields function. So for that just write here $this arrow reset this one, we'll just copy and paste here. Alright, and also hide the model after the adding the student. So for that just write here $this emit and generate for event. So just write here a student added. Alright, and now just go inside the layout file. We just open app.php from the layouts folder, app.play.php file, and after this just add here the step tag. And now inside this just write here window dot on, and just add here paste here this student added, and in this callback function just hide here the model. So add here the model ID, which is this one, add a student model. So just copy this and add here the hash sign and paste here, and now model, and inside this just add here the hide. Right, it will hide the model. Now save this file, and now let's bind this store function inside this model. So on the button click in this button just add here wire colon click dot prevent is equal to function name, which is store. Alright, store. Now save this file, and one more thing, just inside the students.grade.php file, let's display the message after this adding the student. So inside this, just add here @if session has this key, which is message. Okay, this key inside the single quote, just write here this. Then just create a div, and inside this, in this div, just add here the class alert dash success, and inside this just print here the message. Just write here dollar message, and now just close this if directive. So just write here dollar int if. Alright, now save this file. All done. So let's check this. So switch to the browser and just refresh the page. Alright, now just click on add new student, and here let's add the first name. Alright, here model is hiding. So for that, inside the create.blade.php file, just write here inside this div wire colon ignore dot self. Alright, now save this file, and let's check again. So just refresh the page. Now just click on add new student. Now just enter the first name. Let's say Smith. Alright, now it's not hiding. Now just enter add here the last name. Smith John. Email ID is john@gmail.com, and phone number like this. Alright, now just click on add a student. Undefined variable message. Alright, let's check. Switch to the project, and just inside this students.blade.php file, alright, I'm doing a mistake here. Just write your session. Okay, and inside this session, just call this message. Alright, just pass here the message. Session, then message. Okay, now save this file, and now let's check. So just refresh the page, and you can see here the record already added. Alright, now let's add a new try one more time. So just click on add new student, and here let's say Peter is on, and peter@gmail.com. Now add the phone number. Now click on add a student. Alright, record added, but models are not closing. Okay, so for that, let's check this. Inside this app.play.php file, alright, here is the mistake, window.livewire. Alright, and then just write here .on, window.livewire.on. Okay, now save this file, and now let's check again. So just refresh the page, and now just click on add new student, and here first name, let's say Mark John, and email ID mark@gmail.com, and phone number this one. Okay, now just click on add a student, and here you can see the record added, and here the message. Alright, Now let's see the update operation. So for that, inside this Livewire, let's create a new component view file. So let's create a new file, and the file name, let's say file name is update.blade.php, and inside this file, just copy from all text inside the create.blade.php file. Alright, so now just copy this, copy all the text, and just paste inside this update.blade.php file. And inside this file, let's make some changes. So just write here edit student, and just add here the one hidden input field for the id. So just write here in type is equal to text, type is equal to hidden, and name is equal to id, and inside this uh, just add here wire colon model, and add here the property name. That's the property name is ids. And now let's create this property inside the students.php file. So just write here dollar here public dollar ids. Okay, and inside this students component class file, let's create another function for updating the record. So let's create the function for edit. So just write here public function, and function name, let's edit, and inside this just pass here one parameter which is id, and inside this just write here dollar student is equal to model name student colon where id is equal to dollar id. All right, and just call here the first function, and now just write here dollar this ids is equal to dollar student arrow id. All right, now just copy this and paste here 4 times, and now just add here the first name, and also here first name, and here last name, email, and then phone number. Alright, now let's create another function for updating. So just write here public function, and function name update, and inside this first validate. So just write here this dollar this validate, and inside this just copy which text and paste here. Alright, and now just write here if dollar this arrow ids, then just update. So just write here dollar student is equal to student colon find dollar this arrow ids. Okay, and after this just add here dollar student arrow, call the update function, and inside this update just pass here the array, and inside this just write here first name arrow sign dollar this arrow first name. Now just copy this and add here the last name, email, and here phone. Alright, and after this, let's call the session and flash, and inside this just add here the key message, and just add here the message student updated successfully. Alright, and now reset all the fields. So just call here $this and reset input field, this function. Alright, and also hide the model. So just write here $this emit, and inside this just write here student updated. Okay, now just copy this and just go inside the layout file app.play.php file, and here just copy this and paste here. Now just copy and paste here. Right, and just add here the model ID. So inside this update.play.php file, first of all change the ID here. So just write here update student model. Okay, and now just copy this and here just paste here. Okay, now save this file. Now just call this edit and update function inside this students.play.php file. Let's add here a heading th, and inside this just write here action, and here let's create a link for edit. So just write here button class type is equal to button, and class let's say class is btn dash info, and inside this just add here a text edit. Alright, and on clicking this button just to show here the model. So for that just write here data dash model data dash toggle. Alright, just add here the model and data dash target, just add here the model ID, which is this one. Just copy and paste here, and also call this function edit function. So for that just write here wire colon click dot prevent is equal to function name, which is edit, and inside this edit just pass here the ID. Just write here double curly bracket $student arrow ID. Okay, now save this file, and inside this update .play.php file, this model just call here, just add here the text update student, and here on click just call this function update function. Okay, so just write here update. Now save this file, and now one more thing, just display here the error message. Okay, validation error message. So for that just write here $error, and inside this just add here the column name first name, and inside this just write here span and class is equal to text denser. Alright, and inside this just print here the message dollar message. And now just close this error directive, so just write here end error. Now just copy this and paste for the last name, email and phone number. And now change the column name, here last name, email and number phone. Okay, and just copy this text and also paste inside the create model. Okay, and for the last name, email and phone number. Okay, and just add here the last name, email and here phone. Alright, now save this file. All done. So let's check this. So switch to the browser and just refresh the page. And here you can see the edit link. So let's click this edit. Alright, model is not showing because I am not added here inside this students.play.php file. I am not added here the update view file. Okay, so first of all just add here create include, and inside this just add here livewire dot update. Okay, now save this file and just refresh the page. Now click on edit and you can see here the edit model and the first name, last name, email ID and phone number. Okay, if I click on this record, you can see here this record. Okay, now change the name, let's say Smith2 John 2, and now click on update a student, and here you can see the record updated. Okay, and you can see here the update message. Try one more record, so just click on edit, and if I remove all the text from the phone number, now just click on update a student, and here you can see the validation error. Okay, so validation also working. Now just add here the phone number and click on update a student, record updated. Okay, now let's see the delete operation. So for that, inside the students component class file, let's create a function for deleting the record. For that, just write here public function and function name, let's say delete, and inside this just pass here an argument id, and here just write if $id, and then just add here the model name student, and where just add here the column name id $id, and just call here the delete function for deleting the record. Okay, and inside this session flash, just add here the message key and add here the message student deleted successfully, student deleted successfully. All right, now save this file and just go inside the students component view file, and inside this table after this edit button, let's create one more button for delete record. So just write here button type is equal to button, and class is equal to btn dash denser. All right, and inside this just add here a text delete. All right, and here just call the delete function, this function. So for that just write here wire calling click dot prevent is equal to, just call this function, this delete function. So just write here delete, and inside this just pass here the student id. So inside the double curly bracket just write here student arrow id. Alright, now save this file and let's check this. So switch to the browser and refresh the page. And here you can see the delete button. Okay, now just click on this button for deleting this record. So just click and you can see student deleted. Okay, and delete one more record. Let's say this record. So just click on this record deleted. Okay, so in this way you can perform CRUD operation in Livewire. So that's all about Livewire CRUD. So thanks for watching this video, and if you still have any kind of question, you can ask me in the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.